Okay. Welcome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pillars of Action. We definitely did not forget to hit the record button on the first 5 minutes of this live stream. So, thanks for joining us.
We're just gonna post a note to remind you.
You've got me, the Everyday Dad, and my co-host,
the Everyday Wonderful Woman.
Okay, that's so much easier to say. So, welcome. Thanks for joining us for our weekly live stream where we're very excited. We're going to talk about cameras and all sorts of exciting stuff today.
Okay.
Hopefully the audio continues to work.
I am what said. I asked at the beginning, were you starting to record? Oh, man. And Bryce's World, we record this so it can be uploaded to the TED Live channel.
Will be a channel called TED Live that this one probably will be deleted and burned. You can't burn like digital files, but I will probably print it out, put it on a disc, set that disc on fire, and go from there.
Okay. Well, how's everybody doing tonight?
Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day.
I know the weather's crazy all over the country and all over the world. It's just kind of crazy right now. I saw somebody mention they had -15. Oh.
I can hear myself. I'm too close to the mic. I can hear myself breathing.
Ew. Gross.
Well, I have like a pop filter for this normally, but since you didn't have one, I decided not to do one either. So the way we start off the live stream is I do want to say thanks to our newest patrons, and we do have a new patron this week. Oh. If you'd like to support the channel and be an awesome patron, there's links in the description below. You go to patreon.com/theeverydayDad. But thanks to, I don't even have the audio. We're going to have like cool audio sound effects, but imagine there's an audio sound effect in your head right now for Kenneth Duke.
Kenneth Duke?
Woo!
Oh.
Thank you so much, Kenneth Duke. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
we really appreciate it. You definitely rock.
Hold up the pop to prove. We got it. We got name brand, baby.
I mean, look, you see that monitor that you could see yourself in?
Yeah.
It's been there the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It's been there the whole time.
It's a tribute to Kenneth. Just write Kenneth on the pop.
It's been there the whole. Thank you so much. Ow, I just blew my own head out there. So thanks, everybody. Wow. I can't remember the last time I've been like this brain scrambled at the beginning of a live stream. I cannot. It used to happen every episode. Probably because of this audio interface. So we've got a new audio interface coming. I'm very excited about it. It doesn't have any of these knobs and dials. It just has buttons, and it has like big glowing blue colored buttons that I can hit for sound effects. And we can bring in callers. So I'm going to start having...
Who's going to call us?
Whoever wants to. Whoever wants to call us. Don't call us now.
Do you want to call us?
I don't want to call us. I'm here already.
I'm not talking to you.
You looked at me when you said it.
This is me talking to you. This is me talking to them.
But yeah, so if you have any questions or comments for the live stream, you can shoot them to @WonderWife or @TheEverydayDad. Or if you'd like your comment to go all the way to the top, shoot to the stratosphere, you can always leave us a super chat. We're very, very excited about that.
I'm great. All right, let's see. Well, Chris says, I tried Trogs, and I love it.
It was very awesome. Good. We, I'm normally a caffeine addict. I did my duty. What? My beautiful wife bought me, this is like right up in my grill, but... There's nowhere to put it. I assumed there would be more like lateral leeway with it, but there's not.
No one was complaining about it.
It's like I don't like it like right there. Like it keeps going in.
Just do what I did and put it to the side.
Okay. Let's.
Girlfriend, you don't need to make out with it.
Let's talk about microphones.
Give it a space.
And physics. See how yours is set back farther? I tried to do that, but for some reason I did this one so tight that I can't undo it. So this one is now here.
Okay, could you move the table?
No, because that's where my coffee is.
Logics.
Kenneth Duke, no.
We don't do that.
No, absolutely not.
What's this? Oh, actually, I got you a beer that had, coffee in it, coffee beer.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
But you drank it. What'd you think?
It was okay. I'm not a big beer drinker, but the wonderful everyday wife decided to buy me some beverages. And I, as a doting husband, respected her wishes and drank them. But now I'm back to my wheelhouse, which is caffeine. My mount is not loose.
What's up, Rick Halber?
That thing is on
and
there.
I saw Lloyd hopped in here. Lloyd, I've been checking out your videos.
But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Sony A6400, the Fuji XT30, and the Canon RP here very shortly. If you guys have any comments or something that you're curious about for those cameras, I've got some notes up here that I am very excited to talk about because these are three exciting cameras. Exciting.
I'm pumped to know about these cameras.
Are you?
Can't wait.
Are you really? I feel like there's some sarcasm.
Never.
I feel like there's a little bit of sarcasm.
Don't whisper. I can still hear you.
This is camera ASMR. Cameras are awesome.
Okay. Okay. Well, drink up. Oreos and milk.
Oh, those are pretty good.
That sounds good.
Those are pretty good.
Founder Scotch Ale.
Ianello, Julian, do I think there will be a new X4000 released pretty soon? Probably not. You know, one of the things that, like, even CES, so Sony is CES previous years. I've never been to CES before this year, but I'd heard beforehand that they'd always kind of had their action camera. I mean, they may not have announced a new action camera, but they put it out there as one of their lines. They didn't have them out there this year, so I assume Sony may have given up on the action. There's not a lot of, like, the thing is, the action cameras are such a specialized product. Maybe Sony's move. I would love if Sony released an X4000 with like an ARX 100 Mark V sensor and the same great stabilization and audio in-jack. That camera would be amazing. That would be wonderful. I don't know. I have a feeling that it probably won't happen. It breaks my heart to say it, but it probably won't happen.
Steve Carpenter.
What's up?
Snuck in here.
Steve Carpenter, $10. Let Ted just joined your Patreon. Didn't know you had one. Thanks for all the great reviews, tests, and content.
Aw,
well, thanks so
thank
much,
you.
Steve. We really appreciate it, Steve.
Oh.
And I want to get like I want this.
We had the little.
Yeah, but this will be good. This will not be the thing that if you
oh,
guys.
No, did you just offend me?
No, because you know as well as I do how well that thing worked. Not at all.
Crazy.
If you guys remember, a few months ago we had a little. Man, it was more than a year ago now, right? We had that little red like sound box.
Yeah, I ordered it from England.
It was bad, but no, we're gonna.
Will
have
there be an after show? Probably. Just a short one, you guys. It's not long. It's not long.
The everyday wife over here likes to have her after shows afterwards where she talks about stuff. Zach the barber debating on buying the Z6, offering a good trade-in bonus. Currently using the 62, but I've been waiting because I'd like 4K. Any opinions? Is the kit lens worth the extra $600? I really like the Nikon Z6. I had the heartbreaking decision this week to sell mine because I've been using the Lumix GH5 for everything. And I'd only use the Z6 in certain situations. I love it though. I sold it so I could buy all of this audio stuff. But here pretty soon I'm probably going to buy one again because I've got some camera stuff to trade in, and I've considered buying another one. But is the kit lens worth the $600? Yes, that's one of the best kit lenses I've ever used. It's a 24-70 f4 full frame lens that's only like that big and weighs almost nothing, and it's very good. Like those Nikon lenses, they get a lot of crap because people are like, it's a 50mm 1.8. Why is it $600? It's amazing. That's why. It's fantastic. But hold on, we're talking about let's start off with the A6400. I've got graphics today, and by graphics I mean a picture.
A picture.
So this is the Sony A6400. You can pre-order them on B&H right now.
Are they what they're seeing right now?
Yeah, that's what they're seeing. So I'm very excited about the A6400. It is basically the refresh of the A6300. I know there's been a lot of heat on Sony for it's not the vlogging camera they promised, but I'm pretty excited because it does have like a flip up screen. And while that may not be like the best perfect vlogging camera or online camera in the world, I do really like the Sony line of cameras, and I think that one's going to be. I know, so it doesn't have a flip out screen. It has a flip up screen. But what do people normally put on the top? Like what's on top of that camera?
A monitor?
Not the monitor. Okay, what's between the monitor and the camera?
The thing.
What does that thing do?
I have no idea.
It's an audio thing, right? So microphone.
Okay.
So people generally will put a microphone on top of the camera.
Okay.
And the screen kind of gets in the way of that.
Okay.
So that sucks.
It does?
It does, but it's not
okay.
It's not a deal breaker. You can always get like a $10 cage. You can always get like a $10 cage or something like that, and then just attach a microphone to the side.
It has an audio output?
It does have. Well, it has an audio in jack.
Okay,
Lloyd
does,
Mendenhall,
Steve.
$9.99 for Wonder Wife and her after show set.
It's not that crazy.
It's
I'm
her and her
flattered.
iPad. I'm gonna have to set that up again.
I don't know how to do it.
I know you don't.
But you just stay here and you sing your songs.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's why I can't drink during the live shows. But anyway, it has a flip-up screen. But what you could do is you can buy like the A6300 cages. I have not used an A6400. I will be getting one as soon as it comes out.
Right, because it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but
So you're speculating about the abilities of it already.
Well, no, I'm not speculating because it's in the hands of other YouTubers, just not me as a YouTuber.
Why? Why don't you get one?
I'm just the everyday dad.
You're just a low man on the totem pole here?
Yep.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's okay. I will eventually get one.
You're the big man in my heart.
Thank you so much. But so I'll eventually get one, and you can get like a $20 cage for like the A6300. They're the same body. It's the same body as the A6300. It just has the flip up screen. So you can get the cage, mount it on the side, mount the microphone on the side. I don't see it being that big of a deal. So since I sold the Z6, I now need a secondary camera. I've got the M50, but I feel like I've outgrown what I can get out of the M50. My problem with the M50 is it's a beautiful camera. I love it. It's still one of the best budget cameras out there. But the lens selection is kind of iffy. I don't want to buy any full-frame lenses because that kind of like defeats the purpose of having a small APS-C size camera.
Okay.
So I've thought about getting another X-T3 or waiting for the A6400 or this next camera that we'll be talking about here in a second. But I'm pretty darn excited about to try out the A6400. I feel like people, the second they announced it, people were like, don't buy the A6400 for reasons. It's like, yeah, but it's not that bad. If you use an A6300, there's an A6300 right over there that we'll be making a video about here in a couple weeks. Yep. Okay. It still has good autofocus. It's, okay, the colors are Sony's old color science, which is pretty gross.
Okay.
But this should have like the colors of an A7 III, the size of an A6300, with a flip-up screen and the autofocus of an A9. Like that's a pretty darn good camera. So I get frustrated when people, not frustrated. I mean, everybody has different uses. So who am I to judge somebody else's needs out of a camera? But I think it will be better than people. I think it will be better than people have given it credit for. And I'm pretty excited to get a hold of it. What's up?
All right, so Anthony's asking about the new microphones. They're the Rode.
That's not a Rode anything.
It says Rode right here.
The arm is a Rode PSA 1.
Oh.
But what does it say on the microphone? Spoilers, it says
Audio
Technica. AT2020. So I've been using this AT2020 for almost 2 years now. I've been using this thing since a year and a half.
That's the microphone you've been using since you've been...
For almost a year and a half.
YouTubing.
This microphone has been with me forever. And I was going to get... Rode has announced a new set of microphones called the Pod mics, but who knows when those are coming out. So I've been using this. I really like it. So I got her setup just came in yesterday. So I spent today installing it, plugging it all in, getting everything set up. I even bought, if the Maxwells are here, are the Maxwells here?
I don't know. I haven't been catching up.
Maxwells, if you were here or you watch this later, we're being safer. I bought some new cables. So I was able to run a longer safety. I was Jonathan Maxwell, the safety officer here, who always calls me out for my unsafe cable practices. I bought longer cables, so we are relatively safer. We're not ish,
but I mean,
it's an ish.
It's more fluid in and out.
I mean, it's safer, but is it safe? That's a question for another day.
Okay.
What are the questions?
All right. Thinking about getting the M50 for my first camera. What do you suggest from Venrock?
What do I suggest you get it? I think it's a fantastic camera. The M50 is really great. You can find it on great deals from time to time. It's got fantastic autofocus. It's got really good colors. You can get that 22mm f2 lens. That's the one that I've been using. And it looks good. And you can get a nice shallow background if you want to, or you can get a nice blurry background if that's something you're looking for. The audio, it's got an audio in jack, pretty good. The stabilization, it doesn't have any built-in stabilization. The electronic stabilization is pretty bad. But if you're only using 1080p, it's pretty good. What was the
Oh, people are just telling me about their visits to the dentist, and I love that. So.
Oh, yay. Maybe we should be the dental live stream. I'm kidding. We're not going to do that.
Well, maybe at the after party you can ask all your questions.
Yeah, whatever. Question, any thoughts on the Sigma 40mm f1.4 art? If you mean on a full frame camera, I I like the Sigma lenses. I've used the Sigma 18-35 on the Sony A6300. I also got the Sigma 16mm that I've been trying out. I think Sigma makes fantastic lenses. I don't... What do you got going on over
Nothing.
there? Oh. I think they make fantastic lenses. They're big though. Something that I've decided is that I need gear that's small, easily portable, and just works. And Sigma just works, has really good quality, but it's big and it's heavy. And 40mm is kind of an odd focal length. My favorite focal lengths is, well, because I'm a sheep, I like 50. I really like 24. I like 24 and 50. Basically everything I do is either 24 or 50. Like my talking head parts of my video are done in a 25mm 1.7 lens with a GH5, which is a 50mm equivalent, and then everything outside is usually at a 12. So those are my favorite focal lengths. But 40mm I've never used it, but definitely the M50 is pretty great.
Any thoughts
On what?
on the Canon EOS RP?
That's a great segue. Who said that?
Whoa, Chris.
Whoa, Chris. Whoa, Chris.
Whoa, Chris in Pennsylvania.
Whoa,
Like
Chris.
right here in Philadelphia, right?
Whoa, Chris.
Might
Thanks
have
so much for
watched
the segue.
one of your videos.
So hold on.
Walking around.
So the Canon RP. So Canon this week, leaks.
Oh, you were ready.
Leaks have come out about a new Canon full-frame mirrorless camera that should be announced the February 14th. So this week.
February 14th.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's camera day. That's camera day.
No, it's Valentine's
No,
Day.
it's camera day because the other camera that we're going to talk about is also being announced on February 14th. But anyway, so some specs of the Canon RP. It's got a 26.2 megapixel CMOS sensor, dual pixel autofocus, Digic 8 processor, 3-inch articulating touchscreen, dual sensing image stabilization. Who knows what that means? I don't. And the kit lens is going to be that 24-105 RF kit lens, and those RF lenses are also good, but they're big. I'm pretty excited about it. It's got the same sensor as the Canon. Well, so speculation is it's got the same sensor as the Canon 6D Mark II. Which is not necessarily a bad thing because it's got the new image processor.
Okay.
I'm also considering this because its price is supposed to be roughly about $1,400. And for a full frame camera, that's pretty good. But it's got to do, if it can, one of the benefits of having a smaller megapixel sensor is you have more access to magic, I don't know, like video. Like the lower the megapixel count, generally the better video specs you can have in something. So look at the Z7 and the Z6. The Z6 has better video specs, even though it has a lower megapixel count. Lower megapixels generally help with low light. It generally helps with they'll do they'll do oversampling of images instead of doing like line skipping or pixel binning to get that 4K. So if it can do 4K, even if it's cropped, I would maybe consider getting the RP to be my new secondary camera because I like. One of the things that I really like about the GH5 is the image quality is amazing. The audio with that XLR adapter is fantastic, but the autofocus, I never use the autofocus. But when I'm out doing these like camera tests and stuff outside, autofocus is just so great because all I have to do is set up the camera and get going. So I like cameras that have good autofocus for when I'm out and about. And if the Canon RP can do that and use that same like variable ND filter adapter, that would be amazing, and I would seriously consider getting one. So I'm very excited about the RP. The RP is one of the things that I'm most excited about so far because I really like the EOS R. I know the EOS R is another... What are you doing over there?
I keep hitting the wrong button.
Well, pull it out of there then.
No, I can't put a button out of the keyboard.
Well, I meant pull the iPad out of that thing.
Oh,
if you can't figure it out.
Instead of hitting delete, there's a lock key. So I keep hitting the lock key instead of delete.
Oh, well, type better so you don't have to hit delete.
Dang it.
Count it. So I'm very, I am actually pretty excited for the RP, because I know, like I said, I didn't mind the EOS R. My biggest complaint about the EOS R was the price. For the video features you get,
yeah,
$2,300 is expensive. Panasonic.
How much?
$2,300 for the body. Both the EOS R and the new Panasonic S1 will be $2,300 just for the body, and that is expensive. And I don't know, but so the RP, if
me.
the RP can do like the video features of the EOS R, I'll still probably get it because that's a better price point for me. Still expensive. I'm not saying that's not an expensive thing, but yeah. Bill Utah, the Sony A6400 does not have any time limits for recording that I've seen. I've seen people say that they can just record until the battery dies, which is that's a very exciting thing. So cameras generally, these hybrid cameras generally have like a 30-minute record limit due to like European laws about camcorders and stuff, and they just extend that to the United States, even though there are no laws in the United States about that. Or taxes in the United States about that, but it does not have a recording limit. And apparently, from what I've seen,
oh my god,
can you?
No.
From what I've seen, it does not have a recording limit, which is pretty exciting. DJ LSB Vapes. My biggest complaint with the EOS R is the crop recording 4K. Yeah, no, I get it. That crop is aggressive. It's what, like 1.8 times crop. So you're almost at like a GH5 level of crop, which, I mean, that stinks. There's no two ways about it. But for me personally, again, I do everything at either 25 or 50. So that kit lens at 24, it works perfectly fine for me. Or I could pop on a different lens to get that 35 millimeter lens. It's not that big of a deal for me personally. Again, everybody has their own workflow, how stuff works for them personally. But for me, the EOS R is not. If it wasn't as expensive, I would have already gotten another one, or another Z6. I don't know. I really like the Z6. Has fantastic video qualities, and it's still my favorite camera so far of this year. Like, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous camera. It just doesn't have a flip screen. That's basically it. What's up?
So Amelia was saying that the background is in perfect focus, but we're out of focus.
We should be totally in focus. Like we are.
Can you change? What is it? The focal trough or something?
Hold on. Let me try again. I mean, we are. The focus peaking says we're in focus. Hold on. Let me check.
Mel, you don't know. Focus looks fine here from Anthony, but okay. Background does seem to be a little bit more in focus. I am Wedge says. So, Amelia sent you a message on Twitter. Is it better?
I did about halfway.
Are we in 720p?
No, we're in 1080.
There's your answer, whoa, Chris.
720.
Too bougie for that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There you go. We should be. It might just be the. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks. I don't know. I think
Looks
it's.
okay?
It looks a little fuzzy, but I don't know.
Amelia says perfect.
I don't think that's.
Thank you.
Well, thanks.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But yeah, so I'm excited about these new cameras. There's never going to be a perfect one, except. So I got to be honest. The more I use the GH5, the more, and I pulled off the Band-Aid. I was like, autofocus. I just pulled off that Band-Aid.
Ouch.
And it hurt and it stung. But once I pulled that Band-Aid off, the GH5 is like darn near perfect.
Okay.
It's It's incredible. I love. I've always liked the GH5. I mean, this is my 5th GH5. Yeah.
Ridiculous, you guys.
But so I've always liked the. I've always liked the GH5, and this one it's so good. Like the XLR adapter is what changed it for me. Like the audio I get now, for me personally, it's the best audio I've ever recorded on YouTube.
Doc Murdoch, you're in where are you? New Mexico? You are? What are you doing there? Is that where you live? Is that where he's from?
What?
I'm asking a lot of questions.
Vincent Chen, $2 Canon for the win, full frame bargain. How is your toe? My toe's doing much better.
Oh, Lloyd.
I went for a run today, so it went.
You're crazy. You need to slow it down, or it's never gonna heal.
It doesn't. I could just get rid of it. I don't even need it.
It's not. Like,
I don't even need it.
If it was a pinky,
No,
clip.
The guy's like the doctor. The doctor's like it's the least
orthopedic
important toe.
surgeon, or just like
the doctor at the hospital said it's like the least important toe.
Okay, but was it like a podiatrist?
I was the doctor.
Then
it was the doctor.
Washy.
It was the doctor.
Look, everybody's got a different set of skills. Maybe they don't know about toes. You need it.
Well, so the toes used to do this, and now this other one kind of does this, but it's fine. I didn't feel bad at all. I cut a hole in my running shoe so my feet could like.
You did?
So my feet
what?
Could move out a little bit, and it feels fine.
You seriously cut a hole in your shoes?
No.
What? You did?
No.
You're unbelievable.
I am a runner, and I haven't been able to run in like 3 weeks. So it's been driving me crazy. Okay, so last camera we're going to talk about real quick is the... So I really liked this year. Last year, my camera of the year was the Fuji XT3. Well, Fuji is getting ready to... also on February 14th, they're going to announce and release the Fuji XT30. Now, if you know Fuji... Now, if you know Fuji cameras... Now, if you know Fuji cameras at all, generally they're like... They have the XT2 and the XT20. They'll have the XT3 and the XT30. The 30 or the 10 digits... Back to the main scene. The 10 digits, the one with the zeros, are generally like the lower quality. They have less specs than their mainline companions. So the XT30 should be a little bit less. It says it has a 26 megapixel sensor. It looks like it'll do 4K 30. And it does. It's not going to come with the straight amazing kit lens, but it should still have a pretty good kit lens on it.
Okay.
I really like the Fuji X-T3. Like again, it was my favorite camera of last year. One of the best cameras ever made. And I still would consider getting one. Would I get the X-T30? It depends on the price and if it has the same autofocus. Because the autofocus in the X-T3 for me was really good. It does eye autofocus in video, which was incredible. So the X-T30, it's not. I doubt it's gonna have a flip out screen. Like flip out screens, that's another band-aid you just got to pull off anymore.
Okay.
Whoa, Chris, $20 Ted Shoe Fund donation. Don't cut your shoes. Hashtag Team Chairs. Look. So I wear this pair of running shoes. They're called Hoka's. Hoka 11 Cliftons. The first version, and if you remembered this, you don't, but the first versions had really tight toe boxes, so everybody cut a hole in it anyway. Like, they were brand new. I cut a hole in those shoes like 3-4 years ago. Deal with it. So this is another pair of shoes that I've just cut a hole in. It'll be all right.
We just got the everyday kid 2 pairs of shoes today, too.
We did.
We could have got you a new pair of shoes.
Wide. We don't buy my running shoes at Payless.
Really?
Yeah, that's something that I spend money on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see how it is.
Oh, yeah.
I see how it is.
You absolutely.
By the way, you haven't been reading the comments, but they're hilarious.
I haven't. What's up? What's going on with the comments?
It's all about Team Kelly. I'm just saying. It's very funny.
Look, we're gonna disable the comments. Can I disable the comments?
Stop!
You guys,
No, you dare. That's what I'm here for. Is the comments.
I know, right? There we
Yes.
go. Time to back to the soda. Back to the soda train.
Let's see.
Do we have any other questions?
Up, Sean?
Have we had any other questions?
Any other questions you have? You'll have to scroll through them.
And what I can barely see anything. Well, I guess I can close this now since. There we go. I'm sorry if you guys have any questions. I apologize. I have not seen any of them.
Let's see.
No shoe cutting. I did cut my running shoes because they needed to be cut. Doc Murdoch, what do I think about the Lumix GH2 for $150? I've never used the GH2. That's the old one, right? That's from like 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
I like Lumix cameras. I've never used the GH2. I love the GH5 though. The GH5 it's fantastic. It's amazing. I know that's not what you asked, but when I get a chance to talk about the GH5, I probably will do that because it's amazing. Vincent Chen, Olympus thoughts. I will be getting the EM1X when it comes out to try it out. Again, another camera that caught a lot of flack from the internet, and it's very expensive. Oh, it's eye-wateringly expensive. It's $3,000 for the body itself, which is very, very expensive for what you get video-wise. But it's also the first camera. I keep saying, like, I need good autofocus, I need good stabilization, I need a flip-out screen, and it's the first camera to do all three of those potentially. So, is it time to put my money where my mouth is? Like I've been saying, I'd be like, oh, I'll spend all the money if you give it to me. Olympus might have done it and was like, okay, give me all your money.
Really?
Yeah, it's $3,000 for the camera.
Wow.
That's an expensive. That's more. You can get a C100 Mark II for about that price. That is so much.
Jim, I am drinking Minute Maid Light, so it's 5 calories.
Mine are less calories than that. This is 0 calories.
It's because I'm better than you. Better than you.
Cherry Zero.
Raise your hand if you think that.
It's amazing and the best.
I
don't know where that came from.
That came from a deep, dark dungeon of secrets. Wow. I can't believe you let her out like that.
John Dirk, Wonder Wife is always in such a good mood on the live stream. I enjoy hearing her laugh while they try to answer some serious questions. Yeah. This is
life.
This is prepared remarks. This is prepared remarks.
He's always so serious. I'm just like, try not to be.
Nathan Nadasi. I'm torn between getting the M50 now and saving it for the EOS R. It'll take me a while. What do you think? I mean, you can always buy a camera now and then sell it later to help out. I mean, the differences between the M50, you can get an M50 with a kit lens for about $600, or saving it for the EOS R, which is $3,300 with a kit lens. I would get a camera now and just start using. Then you can always sell it. I sell my camera gear and stuff all the time. I would just say get something now to start using, because there will always be something better on the horizon, or there's always something more expensive on the horizon. Excuse me.
Don't quit your day job.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. DJL, it does not have. It's just you guys saw me open it.
That's hilarious. Does he talk to you in a high-pitched, cute voice off stream? No.
I'm not cute. I am the everyday
No, you have a
dad.
falsetto when you sing.
I am the everyday
You
dad.
always try to take the girl part and do it.
This is serious time. This is serious time.
Okay.
Serious face.
I don't know how to have a serious face. I tried to take my picture for a passport, and they said, don't smile. This is me. He said, don't smile.
And they're like, smile. And
I'm like, don't smile.
So she's the one that can never, like, not smile?
I couldn't not.
And when they tell me to smile, I like...
mean mug them.
I like smirk. I try to have, like, the smile that's... It's like I'm being serious, but I'm still ready to party. Like...
This is you.
I can't do it right.
Put one eyebrow up. Like The Rock.
Yeah, something like that. Hold on. Somebody asked me a question I was getting ready to answer. Malcolm, what is a good, cheap MFT lens? Sorry for spamming this massage.
He's in Germany. Give him a break.
I know. I was just earlier.
It's 6 hours difference.
My favorite cheap MFT lens is the 25mm 1.7. It's what I shoot all of my talking head stuff in. It's a 50mm equivalent. I think it's a great lens. I just use the kit lens. We're on the 12-60 2.8 to f4 lens right now, and those are the only two lenses I use, because the nice thing about the Lumix lenses is they have a very close focusing distance. So I can do all of my B-roll, all of everything with the 12-60, and then for talking head stuff, when I want a little bit of background blur, I use the 25mm. Like it's a great system. Great system.
Okay, question.
Hold on. Photo Gear Fun took the X-T3 out for photos today. Man, it's a great stills camera. I don't do stills, but it's just a great overall camera. Like I really like that's the problem, is that there's so many good cameras. It's hard to pick like which of the awesome cameras do I want, because none of them do exactly everything that I want. What am I willing to compromise on? Go ahead. There was a question.
How do you make a GoPro video bigger size from Master Jack?
What do you mean? What do you mean bigger size?
Bigger size. How do you make it bigger size?
You put it on a bigger TV.
There you go.
I don't know. Would like bigger resolution or what? When you say bigger size, do you mean more like information side of the image, because it's capped at a certain megabits per second?
Best macro lens, Jim wants to know.
For what system?
For getting the contour and the detail of the chairs.
A lighter? Oh!
You get nothing for Valentine's. I'm just saying.
I am. There's 2 cameras being announced on Valentine's Day.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Oh, my word.
But what system for the macro lens?
Lloyd.
You got to tell me what. You got to tell me what system, because I do think there's different ones for that. Vincent, I totally agree. The Canon EOS R is just too expensive for a video camera. I really, really want the RP to be good. And Vincent, back to an older question, is the C100 even valid anymore? Yes. The camera that I saw the most at CES was the C100. More people had C100s than just about anything else. I saw more Canon C100s than any Sony cameras, any Panasonic cameras. There were more cell phones than C100s, but for main cameras, it was the C100 all the way. Like I was shocked at how many C100s I saw. It's like a 10-year-old camera, but it doesn't do 4K. It only does 1080p in 30 frames per second if you have the Mark 1. But yeah, it was It was pretty crazy.
Okay.
Whoa, Chris. There will be no burning of those chairs. You have to do it over my dead body. They're amazing chairs. Well, I live in D.C. I'm pretty sure before anybody could get here, they'd be gone.
What?
Oh, and somebody's leaving here pretty soon.
I swear, if I come back and these chairs are gone,
What?
you probably won't see any more videos from this guy.
Uh-oh. Well, you'll at least see one more because you won't be back in time to do anything about it.
Sorry, you guys, can't give you a Valentine's gift.
And then at that point, like, why be mad about it, right?
If you light these chairs on fire when I'm gone,
I don't know where I would do it though. That's the problem because I can't just like do it in the backyard.
So you thought about where you'd like to do this?
Because I'm assuming
you should be ashamed.
Because I'm assuming there's some kind of like city ordinance that says I can't like burn furniture.
You
in
can't
the yard.
burn trash. You can't
They
burn
are
anything.
trash. They are trash. Thank you.
That's not what I'm saying. Like,
That
you
is
can't
exactly
burn
what you're
anything. What am I gonna do with you?
These chairs have been in the streams for almost a year now. Like, they're characters in the stream. Like, if you consider the stream a story having, tension or conflict in it, me and these chairs are the conflict because I don't like them. 400 AGL, $200. Gary's so serious, Kelly spends her time giggling. That's
That's
her.
life. That's how I make it through.
Her. She giggles her way through life.
You are dry.
I am serious. The everyday serious dad. That's me.
Oh, have a good night, Rick. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out, Rick. Really appreciate it. He'd have to rake the leaves up. Oh, I've been trying to tell somebody.
Oh, who said that? Who?
Can you not, do that?
Who said that?
Ouch. Okay, I Am Wedge said it. I'm not wearing these
I am
anymore.
Wedge.
I'm sorry, everybody. Dang.
No, that is
you
the
just
truth.
blew out everybody's eardrums.
I did. I'm sorry.
I was wearing these.
That comment was comedy gold.
Ouch. You got to be safe for
whenever
some of
he's
us.
videoing in the backyard, I'm like, babe, you need to do some yard work first.
And I said, hey, let's just pay somebody to come do it because there's too much back there for somebody that's always making videos to rake up.
Take your broken toe that you run on and rake the leaves.
It's broken.
Cut a hole in your shirt and rake it.
In my shirt?
Yeah, you cut a hole in your shoe, you cut a hole in your shirt, they all match, then go do it.
None of that made sense.
Oh, no, it does.
It doesn't make
Everybody
any
out
sense.
there's laughing except you because you're serious.
The serious dad. Yeah.
Save the chairs.
Whoa,
they have
Chris,
better
I apologize to everybody for her. You're not. Yeah, she's getting 12 negative
what
decibels after that.
I'm sorry, whoa, Chris.
To everybody, say you're sorry.
Sorry if I'm loud.
You just got.
It got me in a lot of trouble in school and stuff.
Just got you a lot of trouble in here. That's why 20 people just left the live stream.
They didn't.
No, they didn't.
You're such a tool. I have to watch my language this week.
You have been. I am impressed. I will give you credit where it's due.
That coffee really got me rolling, you guys. I apologize. So I'm making sure that Kenneth doesn't throw the flag up and say, Kelly.
We watched the live. So after the live streams, I upload them to TED Live, and I upload them to TED Live, and then we watch them like the next day, and we watched them. It was like,
whoops.
It was like she was dropping all sorts of language.
It was the colorful coffee language.
The colorful coffee. The colorful what?
Colorful coffee.
The what?
Leave me alone.
The coffee?
Blah, blah, blah. Leave me alone.
Yeah, so we watched them, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Oh, man. So for all the people out there that like to watch with their children, I apologize. It was not great mother language. Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Mel,
I totally agree. $2 torch the chairs, $2 so Gary can go buy a lighter. That's about all it would cost.
Look, Mel, I watched your videos too. I thought you were above the chairs.
Help at home, $10. Wonder why fire retardant for the chairs. Jim, you got to be careful with that, okay?
Yes.
Are you done?
I'm on Team Jim, man.
Can I move my hand away from the microphone?
You can try. I'm gonna make your cheese ball, Jim.
Sometimes, you guys can't.
But that heart cake looks really good.
You got to be careful because she doesn't have So this audio interface has decibel ratings. I can move or lower the gain and change how the audio sounds. She has two settings: asleep and
Stop! Keep your own hand on your own microphone.
Like, sometimes we'll be walking around a store and she'll start laughing like this, and I have to, like, not look like I'm choking her, but cover her mouth because she's making a scene because she's like, it's like, babe.
You don't even laugh right.
Babe, people think you're crazy.
You don't even laugh right.
People think you're crazy.
People think I'm fun and they want to be around me. You should try it.
I do. We're here right now. Here's the skinny. That's exactly how that goes.
What's that?
I am Wedge. This thing does not have peak control. The next one will. The next one, it needs to get here. I'm calling. So I ordered it. I pre-ordered it through B&H, and it said it was in stock on Thursday. And I was like, yes, we're gonna have it. It's gonna be great. And it's obviously not here. So we will be doing that. So very excited. What's up, Cat or me? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we need to. If there were any, David Rutledge. If I were on a desert island with only one camera, what would it be?
Coke Cherry Zero.
That's not a camera.
That's what you would be on a.
What camera? What camera do you think I would take?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna guess the Lumix G7.
No.
The 5.
Which one?
The Lumix G5.
The G5, the GH5.
GH5.
Yes, that would be it. If I could only have one camera in my life, it would be the GH5, and that's the camera I use right now. I use it for everything. Camera. I use it for talking head. I use it for B-roll. I use it for everything. I love. Like, I cannot get over once you pull off that Band-Aid of autofocus, and you're like, okay, I just have to manually focus stuff. It's incredible, and even then. Excuse me. What's up, Fernando? Even then, you can use, so I use this iPad to do all the focusing when it's in manual focus. It's so great. It's,
Ooh.
so good.
You almost flexed. I almost saw a muscle.
Almost. But yeah, it is fantastic.
Let's see.
Nathan, Everyday Dad, can you recommend a complete setup YouTube starting gear kit for $1,500 with the M50 with lenses, tripod, fluid head, mic, ND filter, SD card? $1,500 for the M50. Well, $600 of your bucks is gone already. I would say get the Rode Video Micro for audio. That's about another $50. ND filter you can get for about $40. Lenses, I would say, are you going to try to do studio work or outdoor stuff? If you're trying to do outdoor stuff, I would get the 22mm f2. If you're doing indoor studio stuff, I would get the 50mm 1.4, which is more expensive. That'd be about another between $200-$400. So we're at what, $1,200 at that point. SD cards, just get. And if you're using the M50, you're going to be shooting 1080p, so you don't have to go high end SD card. So just get whatever SD card. Tripod, you could get just a cheap Amazon Basics tripod to do studio stuff. If you want a fluid head tripod, I've got this. What is that huge tripod? I forget what this thing's called.
That's the M.
No, that's not a Manfrotto tripod.
Okay.
That is it's a Ravelli. A Ravelli something that I got for pretty cheap, but it's got a pretty good fluid head on it, and it wasn't that expensive. It was pretty good.
Cheerio. Cheers. Cheers.
Photo Gear Fun, hit me up when you sell the GH5 again in a few weeks. I deserve that.
Yeah.
I deserve that.
He wasn't the first or the last one to say it.
That's a fair comment.
Hey man, let me know when that's for sale.
I can't.
Everyone.
I can't. Well played. I can't.
Touche.
I can't argue that. I can't argue that.
You said you've bought and sold it 5 times?
This will be 4 times. This is my 5th one.
I will not fist bump you over that.
Not even a little?
No.
Just a little one?
You should be more cautious with your spending.
Probably. But, so yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Here's the skinny. Why is the video so spectacular on the GH5 even though it's Micro Four Thirds camera? Well, so Micro Four Thirds is not necessarily a bad thing. Micro Four Thirds buys you some advantages that bigger sensors don't have. So this can do 4K 60 forever. There's still no other consumer level hybrid camera that can do that. Even the new Panasonic cameras have a cap on their 4K 60. It's got great stabilization because the sensor's smaller and it can do more with the body. It's got the flip-out screen. It's got the XLR adapter. The video quality, the image quality is still great. Would I push it as high of an ISO as I would with a Sony camera? Absolutely not. But if you're going to light your scenes like I do anyway, you keep it to around ISO 400. It's just great. Can you get as blurry of a background? Not unless you buy some expensive speed boosters. I have a speed booster that I've been using with the Sigma 18 to 35. I don't really like it. I just like the 25mm 1.7, and any blurrier than that just gets like wonky. So I think it's just good. The image quality is good. The Micro Four Thirds sensor, I like Micro Four Thirds. It's got a full HDMI. Other cameras still don't have full HDMI. Like, it is excellent. It is excellent. Paul Caskey, can I recommend a complete setup YouTube starting gear kit for $7? Yes, your cell phone and a pack of gum. That way you can enjoy it as you're going.
Did you just try to make a joke?
That was a good joke.
Your cell phone and
a pack of gum.
No,
7
do not
packs
be smacking
of gum.
your gum while you're
7
recording.
packs of gum.
7. Oh my gosh. I
That's
don't know what
pretty
to
good.
do with you. So why do you say ISO versus ISO?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
Didn't I just say both?
You said ISO, and I was like, I just thought.
And then I think I said ISO. I think I said both. I guess it.
I don't know.
People say
I don't know
it
like
either way.
the slang proper term, ISO or ISO.
I think people say it both ways.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Hey, speaking of which, how's that camera going?
It's going great. I went to use it today for our son's event this morning and couldn't find an SD card. What do you know about that?
You could have asked me for one.
You were gone in the car with our child, and I was at the house trying to get it together.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Okay, remember how you tried to call BS last week and you're wrong?
What did I say? Oh, I was totally wrong on that last week. I was okay.
So you might want to shush now.
Well played. Well played. No, and so if you need, like Roma Fedorov is saying, yeah, if you need autofocus, the GH5 is not the camera for you. It has gotten better, but
why is it so bad? Why can't a camera have all the attributes that you desire?
Because nobody's made it yet. Just nobody.
Do you have to always sacrifice something to get the other stuff?
Yes. Then that's what's so frustrating about cameras is there is no perfect, except like I was just saying, the Olympus OMD EM1X, which is a $3,000 camera, might be the first one to do all three of the holy trinity: the stabilization, the autofocus, and the flip screen. It might be the first one, but yeah, no cameras have it. Like the A73 is a fantastic camera. No flip screen. The A6000 lines of cameras, except the 6400, which now has the flip up screen, like we said earlier.
Hey.
The M50, great, but doesn't have good usable. Doesn't have autofocus. Doesn't have good autofocus in 4K. Nor does it have stabilization.
Oh.
The GH5. If the GH5 had good autofocus, I would be amazing.
Okay. Photogear Fun. Keep spare SD cards in your glove box. You're right. I should have, but I just went to go grab it. I had no SD card, and I was like, well, just bring my phone. And we took some cute pictures this morning. I mean, you want to talk about what we did this morning?
No, I don't want to talk about it. Everybody knows. If you follow me on Twitter, you know how this morning went.
Look. The key thing is, in whatever your situation is, as a family, as a person, like just capturing the moment and the memory, with whatever you have, is going to be crucial. So, I couldn't get the camera together this morning, but I had my phone. So I made sure that, I took a couple key pictures and enjoyed the rest of the moment. I wasn't videotaping. I wasn't engrossed in anything else. I was watching the moment unfold. And that's critical, I feel. Like, that's golden. That's what your child's going to remember. So I got the picture and then carried on with my day. But trust me, we will never forget this morning.
We will never forget this morning.
This is going to be the catalyst for therapy moving forward for our kids.
This morning did not go well.
Don't you think?
So this morning was if I can figure it out, you can figure it out situation that I could not figure out. I built a very terrible Pinewood Derby car, and
it was our first time.
And
our first time, I mean his first time. You watched some YouTube videos
I
on
did.
it.
I thought I did everything right. And
we got smoked
every single time.
Smoked.
And they do it randomly, so every kid's supposed to race 4 times on each of the little lanes. I think we went up there like 8 or 9 times just to show how bad it was.
They couldn't believe how slow the car was.
I couldn't believe how slow the car was. It was.
They're like, is it really that slow? Oh no! On each lane, 3 times.
Let's do it. Let's 7 times. This is terrible.
But our son was really excited, but then when he kept losing, I was like, look, we'll get ice cream. We'll get pizza.
We did. We basically spoiled. We bribed him out of his bad mood for how bad his
We let him have his sadness, but also said,
was.
let's just put a rainbow on this day and go out.
It was pretty bad.
He was devastated.
But yeah, so we talked about that. Did we talk about that in Discord? Hey, we've got a Discord server now. If you'd like to join us for like live chats or talking, or you want to talk all the time and not just here at the live stream, you can join us on Discord. If you found us on, if you follow me on Twitter, it's my pinned comment. You can just join us on Discord. Like a whole bunch of the people already in here are in the Discord server, and we've been chatting up a storm. So if you'd like to chat with us, have some fun times, talk about cameras, you can join us over there. Can I link it? Hold on, let me see.
Look
if I
at
can
all
link
the
it.
comments are so critical. Did you put graphite on the axles or oil from Doc Murdoch? No.
I bought the graphite, and then
Sure didn't.
I thought we'd have a chance. First time doing the race, so I didn't do it beforehand. I did buy graphite, but it didn't get on there. I think the real problem was I did the part where you make the wedge, you sand it down. I did that. We painted it. I think I did the where you filed down the nails so that it's smoother for the rolling. But I feel like when I nailed the when I put the axles on, I put them off kilter, and I put them too close to the car.
The wheels were like this instead of like this.
So it's been pretty.
It was like a turtle, right? Literal turtle. Slowly going down the track. We have all these brilliant people in the comments said they could have helped us. Helped you. All I did was get the paint.
she just complained about it today.
You can pay for that.
I probably will.
You can pay for that.
It was totally worth it though. Totally worth it though.
Good night, Ben Rock.
But yeah, you should definitely join us in Discord if you'd like to do some more chatting.
I know I see your phone going crazy. Must be everybody hopping on Discord.
Is everybody joining? Let's see here. Oh, whoa! Chris found us on Discord. Who else? Who else found us?
Help at home. Where are the pictures? On the phones.
Yep. Well, Chris joined us. Thanks for joining us on Discord. Well, Chris, can I hold on? Let's see. Can I share it from here?
Cat Army. Of course I did. Of course I acted like a turtle. Of course.
How can I share it?
I just wanted you all to envision how slow that vehicle was going.
It was very slow.
It was like they show this like a what do you call it? Like a time clock for how fast the cars go, and the cars were going 150 miles per hour, and pretty sure ours
was 120.
Was like 116, 120.
No, we averaged 120.
Kept running it.
We averaged.
I think they kept running it so the average would get higher.
Honestly. And it went down.
Honestly.
And it went down. I don't know how to share this.
Can you put the Discord info out there on the Patreon page?
I'm trying to put it out there. Yeah, I'll put it on the. Well, people are finding
Bill,
it.
you're right. It was time.
Whoa, Chris is here. John TL is here now. Fernando is here now. So yeah, people are finding it. So yeah, if you want to join us on Discord and chat a whole bunch, we'll be on there. I like Discord, so we're gonna go off topic for a second. This is the first time I've ever used Discord. Discord's a lot like this. For chatting, but it's like there all the time. So I like Twitter, and Twitter's where I spend a lot of my time when I'm not making videos, just because it's nice to chat with people. But Twitter's still like I feel like Twitter's like a hello everyday wife, and then you say hello everyday dad, and it is a back and forth. But what I like about Discord is it's like a chat where you can. Maybe, like, you guys have a great thing that you want to talk about with each other. You can do that, whereas on Twitter, it's not as easy. So I really like, I've really been liking the Discord.
Okay.
Quite a bit. Fernando, hey, thanks for trying to share that. But it looks like Help at Home was able to do it. So, Fernando, just because you're not a moderator, it won't let you do links. It's just a setting I have on the channel, but I do appreciate you trying to do it. John Dirk, I think they released a new 1DX. I know they're trying to release a new. I've heard rumors of them releasing a new 1DX version of the mirrorless camera. So they're going to do a higher end version of that, which would probably be crazy expensive. I hear all the people joining Discord on my phone.
Go ahead and like the video and then head to Discord.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to leave the video. You don't have to leave.
But you can like it if you want.
I mean, you can like here. I'll like the video.
Oh.
Liked. I added this to my liked videos. Hooray! Chris, shots, do you think the RX100 Mark V can handle to start a YouTube channel?
Good night, Steve Carpenter.
I love the RX100 Mark V. That's another camera that, mine's right up there. I use the RX100 Mark V basically as like the GH5. I use it for everything. Thumbnails, B-roll, outdoor video stuff. It's a fantastic camera, but now that I have the GH5, I've been using the GH5 instead because it's got that bigger sensor.
Okay.
It doesn't have as good an autofocus, though. I wish it had a better autofocus.
Wah, wah.
Cat Army inspired me to GoPro Hero 5 Black. Well, that's awesome. I hope it works out for you. Really hope it works out for you. I'm excited. Like, the thing that I'm excited to see what the RP comes out with. If the RP can do, and I know people are like, well, it's less expensive.
Night doc.
It has like less photo specs, so it won't do as good video. Again, the Z6 costs less than the Z7, but it has superior video capability. So I'm hoping that the RP has legitimate video features. If it does, I will be getting one because I just need something to travel with me. Because the GH5, I like having it as my studio camera because it's just the audio. Did I mention how much I like the GH5 and the audio?
Okay.
Did I say that yet?
Okay. That's just my response, whatever you're saying.
I know. But yes, the ARC-100 Mark V is fantastic. Okay, we are at about an hour. We'll do 10 more minutes. So if you have any additional questions or comments, we will keep going for another couple of minutes.
Hey, how about you talk about some great technology gifts for the significant others in our viewers' lives? What would be a great Valentine's gift for someone to gift their significant other, male or female?
So, you can go tell your wives to get you...
it's not always wives.
You can go get your significant other, your spouse, or your partner, or your best friend that's going to buy you something on Valentine's Day. They should get you...
No, not what they should get. They should give. What would be a good gift to give?
A gift you should get is the...
I said give.
Maybe the FDR X3000 if you're trying to do vlogging. It's a pretty good one.
To get or give?
To get.
I know, you keep talking about getting. You can tell how this works. I'm a giver.
I've been waiting. I set you up for that. I was waiting for you to say that.
Stop the madness.
I don't know. What should they... Since you have something to say, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't necessarily have something to say. I just thought, wouldn't it be an on-point topic, considering...
I don't know. Well, so you're on the other side of the equation. What would you want?
I mean, I will say I do love my watch. So any type of, like, tech watch. This was not an expensive one. It's an old series, and it was used. So that's always still expensive. I mean, if you love somebody, it's great because then you could whatever. So that's a great one, technology-wise. Now, if you really want to win her heart, Jim from Help at Home has some really good baked goods to show you love somebody. So he had a really cool heart cake that I got to see, but my speed is more the cheese ball. So anyways, if their way to their heart is tech or food, but jewelry is always a great choice. Go ahead. And if you're when in doubt, always jewelry, like a watch or earrings or a necklace or a money clip or just something that lets your
money clip is
know.
Jewelry?
Yeah. And you can get it monogrammed in this, and it's nice.
Well, thank you so much, Everyday. Thanks for the welcome to the Everyday Gift Channel. We're going to be talking about gifts for Valentine's Day.
This is not the Home Shopping Network.
Welcome. Would you like this beautiful watch?
Oh.
Wow. That watch is amazing.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody gifted it to me.
You're welcome.
My only gift one year for Christmas, and it was awesome. See? The gift that keeps on giving. The rest I bought myself. You're right.
Yep. Malcolm, what do I think about the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K? I've never used it. It's still out of stock. It's been out of stock for like ever since it was announced, so I'd like to try it out someday, but it also does not have, I don't think it has any it does not have continuous autofocus, but it has XLR. It has, you can record to SD card or to solid state drive. It looks like a pretty nice camera, but I've never been able to use one. What's up, Paul? Excuse me. Okay, so hey, that is about it. Do you have any final things that you'd like to say to the audience, to everybody?
Nathan just asking a quick recap on the RP. He missed it.
It looks like it's going to be, well, the RP is it's been announced. It should be, it will be officially announced on the 14th. Looks like it has a smaller megapixel count than the R, will be cheaper than the R. But because of that, I'm hoping that it has better video capabilities than the EOS R, Just like the Z6 has better video capabilities than the Z7, the A7 III, I think, has better video capabilities than the A7R3. You can do more video-wise with a lower megapixel sensor than a higher megapixel sensor. So I am hopeful that we will have a better video camera, and I would absolutely get one. Garrett Moore, I don't do any sports photography. I point it at
photography.
Point the camera at the thing and take the picture. I don't really ever do photos. I'm not trying to be snarky.
What about like the shutter speed for sports?
I literally don't do photography. I don't know.
Okay, it has to be fast, you guys. It's gotta be fast for sports to capture the movement. And I'm not a photographer, but I know this to be true. Oh,
I do video, which means I stay in the 180-degree rule as much as possible. And do you know what that means?
180-degree rule? You trying to say flat?
No, 180-degree rule means you want your shutter speed to be twice your frame rate, and that gives you the most natural motion blur. So if you're at 30 frames per second, you want your shutter speed to be at 60.
Okay.
But yeah, so thanks everybody. We will catch you next Saturday for... And so here's something else for everybody that hasn't left yet. I'm thinking about changing the name of the live show.
Well, do tell us. What will it be?
So, since we talk about camera stuff, video production, and it's always such a hot issue, I thought about this today.
Okay, here comes a clever thought from the everyday dad.
I want to call it the crop factor.
It sounds like farts.
No, the crop factor, not the crap factor. The crop factor.
Like crop dusting, like
no, like the crop factor. So, like on an MFT camera, you got a 2x crop factor. I thought it was neat. Like it's like I like Micro Four Thirds cameras, so I'm always considering like the crop factor on a lens. I don't know. What do you guys think?
The crop factor.
The crop factor, like as the
crop factor.
I think that would then be like a cool podcast name. Like we could turn these into podcasts, and I think it would be cool. Where we bring on what do you guys?
The crop factor.
Those of you that are left. What do you think about that? I think that's a pretty neat name.
Fernando, I like it. Nathan, I like it.
Okay, sounds like a farmer show, but it's
Lloyd.
the crop factor.
That does make it does sound like a farm show. Now he says it's funny.
That's fine.
Crop factory.
We can talk about. I'm from a very rural area. I baled some hay when I was a kid.
Podcaster.
Simon
says yes, I love it.
I like it.
It works, Paul.
Because it's like camera stuff. The pillars of action is something that I enjoy, and we'll still use it for like action cameras. But I've never really liked it as like the live stream thing because we're not very like.
What about if you call it the crop shoot?
Probably not. So thanks everybody for joining us. And
I think that's clever.
That's so clever. We'll catch everybody next week for the crop factor. Oh,
I don't know.
We didn't even have to think about that
because I thought, you know what?
We didn't even
I'm just gonna embrace it.
We didn't even plan that.
Along for the crazy train. I'm along.